it's Matthew Lesko again. I'm sorry. I'm back. You probably wanted to listen to the show earlier longer, but it's over. Now it's me. But today we're going to cover great everyday heroes. I mean, tomorrow's Memorial Day, right? And we remember the men and women who died, while serving our country. And we have Veterans Day, that's on November 11th. Anybody in the military is honored then. Well, today, I want to honor 4 great everyday heroes. These are heroes that are out there every day just being a hero. And they did it these are people who actually got free money to solve problems that are bigger than themselves. So these are people who went out and found ways. I mean, they're not rich people just, going to write a check and solve world hunger. These are people who have very little resources, see a problem, say it has to be solved, and they go out and they're inventive. They find a way to get that money to solve that problem. And we could all do that. That's why these people go out, and create money out of nothing, while the rest of us just create excuses mostly. We all have excuses why we can't do something. So I'm going to introduce you to 4 people today who had no excuses. They saw a problem and say, hey, somebody has to fix that problem, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure out a way to do it, no matter, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Like the first one, Mary Stomp. It took her 20 minutes, just 20 minutes to set up a website that got her $50,000 to help this family she heard about. Actually, There were friends of her family. There were 2 kids in the family, young kids, like 10 plus years old. Mom was dying of cancer. Dad lost his job. They were going to go bankrupt. They got about 2-3 more months before they go bankrupt, and there's a stack of medical bills. And what did Mary do? Saw the problem. Found a way to get $50,000. I mean, she does this all single-handedly too, man. So if Mary can do it, you can too. And that's right, I got 4 people like that today. So stay tuned. Okay, also, Matt Danziger and Mel Metcalf. Now, these are 2 guys out in L.A. Now, they do video productions and stuff like that. But they know one of the biggest problems in our country is kid obesity. Because about 30% of all our children now are either overweight or obese. And that, to me, that's insightful. If you're going to pick out one problem, because solving that problem, healthcare problems get eliminated, if you're not fat in this country. Productivity. If you're carrying an extra 20% of weight or something like that, man, I know I can't do that much. I get tired faster or whatever. So you're not energetic. You can't contribute as much. You can't give as much to other people if you're carrying around all that extra weight. So kids, if you don't start kids early doing that, so they're filmmakers, so they want to have a TV series. It's going to be a free show to tell kids how to eat right. And they're working on $20,000. They need to do that. And they're about halfway there now. So we're going to talk to them and how they did it. And the program's called You Are What You Eat. Okay, so they saw a problem and they did it. Now, here's another woman we're going to talk to a little bit, Whitney Franklin. Okay, this is a young woman, just starting her career in life. Her best friend from grade school dies of a brain cancer. Her family is stuck with a mountain of bills, all these things. Okay, this is her best friend. So what does she do? She didn't know. She started looking around. She's raised $100,000 she could put up on a website. Excuse me, that's a burp. $100,000 for this family with all their medical bills. Not only she helped this family, I'm sure all the health professionals are getting paid too, and they're happy. But look at that. Look at what an individual can do like that, who just sees a problem. Problems are all over. That's why I want you to talk to these people, because they'll show you, heck, they didn't know about even the sources they got money from until they start figuring it out and looking around. Nobody knows how to solve problems, but you just try. And that's what it's all about. Okay, Eric, put the camera on, because our 4th one is in the studio right now. He's here. It's living testimony. Oh, wait a minute. First, people, you see my my super cape?
Superhero today, huh?
Right. See, this is superhero day. I'm not a superhero, but these people are. Okay, now Emmanuel. Okay, here's what I found out here. Put up number 10, Eric. Let me show you about Emmanuel. Okay, now this is from a website I found. Like it's called Reformed Rappers.
Yes, sir.
Website called Reform Rapper.
Sir,
Okay,
yes, sir.
let me read the audience a little bit about him. Okay, Emmanuel was on a path of destruction. He was getting high every day, drinking heavily, popping pain pills, and street crime. All that stuff. You name it, Emmanuel probably did it, and that was his life until 2 years ago.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Come
sir.
back with the camera, Eric.
Yes, sir.
So what happened 2 years ago?
It was actually about maybe going on 4 years ago. It was about when I was at. I was about 18 years old, and I guess I was living that life of just the street life. I was robbing people, getting drunk every day. I used to drink about 340 ounces a day. You probably wouldn't believe it if you see every day. I just wake up.
No kidding.
Yeah. And and I was about 18 years old, and a friend.
I mean, you're
invited
only
me.
like 22
I'm
now?
22 now. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm 22 now.
I wish I was as wise at 22. Yeah.
Yeah, so a friend invited me to church, and went to church, and I was really skeptical about the whole thing. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I don't know about this. But, when I went there and heard the message of Jesus Christ, it literally changed me from the inside out.
Wow.
Just the gospel, this great forgiveness, because I was such a wretched person. Like I didn't like myself. Nobody really liked me acting like that.
You understood.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So after that, the Lord saved my life, and I changed like 180 degrees, man.
Wow.
I quit drinking, quit smoking the very day.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Haven't went back to this stuff since. You know what
Wow.
I mean? And I actually used to do a little rapping before that. The problem is, man, with hip hop these days, I don't know if you listen to hip hop, Matthew, but it's kind of ignorant, if I can just come out and say it. You know what I mean? All they're talking about is, popping drugs and how they're going to smash the next hoe, or, you know what I'm saying, trying to get their jollies off or something like that.
No, and that's why when I saw this site, Reformed Rappers, it sounded like an oxymoron or something.
Exactly.
Actually, Eric showed number 11. Now, because what you did, I guess, to follow this dream, you found out how to get $8,000 on Kickstarter, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we got, so he's 22 years old. He was drinking, drugging, and getting in trouble. All of a sudden wants to change his life and finds out how to get $8,000 like this.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah, legally. That's the important part, legally. Yeah. I mean, Kickstarter, a friend had told me about Kickstarter. I was a little skeptical, like I said. I was like, I never did that, and I was like, I need a lot of money for it. An album is big. I've done mixtapes before, but an album, I wanted to come to a legitimate studio, not just some, basement with a wire and a USB mic, I wanted to get professional mixing and mastering. I wanted to do all types of that stuff, So I said, how am I going to do this? But, like I said, just with that faith, and I believe that if God gives you a vision, if you have something on your heart to do, then
I believe
you can make a way to do it.
I'm not even religious, and I believe that.
Yeah, see, if you're alive, you know what I mean? If you have something so strong in your heart, you can do it. So I went on the Kickstarter and just put $8,500 to cover it all, And lo and behold, people just started donating.
No kidding.
Yeah. I mean, anything you want to do. Let's tell you this: if you have a video camera, and internet access, there's no reason you can't fund anything you want to do. There's no reason.
Yeah. I believe too. But actually, let me play one of this thing. I think it's number The Realist. Is this the dark one?
Yeah.
I really liked it. All the stuff I've listed about half a dozen of it. Number 13, Eric. Let's give the people a little feel for
living testimony.
What his work is really like. Because you just started doing this.
Testimony. All glory be to God. Volume 2. I done been through the darkest of the darkest times. Pain so strong it had no choice but to spark these rhymes. Used to stay up late at night, contemplating how to die. Used to want to leave this earth, but couldn't fade no suicide. The devil had my back against the wall. My life was do or die. Either choose to do his will or choose the Lord and choose to die. Didn't know that in that death that I would find eternal life. But Deuce, I'm getting way ahead. Take it back a couple years, talking like 2008 when I was robbing Bama, sipping 40 ounces every day. Thought my life was perfect, hitting shorties rolling hella J's, was heading straight up from my grave, playing Satan's protege. Sick-minded, words could not define it. Was spiritually blinded, wickedness flowed through my tongue and evil through my eyelids. My feet were quick to shed blood and all my ways were violent. Knew that there was truth out here, but never knew I'd find it. Oh, but then he found me. Wilding, crying out for mercy, I was drowning. Didn't know that in my state that God was still smiling. Not because of me, because his son is so astounding. Christ's obedience unto the cross, it got me shouting. Holy is the Lamb of God, my beginning and outcome. What would I be without him? Omega and Alpha, word up. Christ dead on that cross was more than murder. The wrath of God was poured out on his son, but we deserved it. The salary of sin is death, so you can say we earned it. He could have thrown our bodies in the flame and let them burn. Kick. Some say, why'd he do this? Tell us what's the purpose. See, without blood there's no remission of sins, and our blood couldn't do it. It was stained with sin. Since we couldn't do it, yeah, his perfect son was sent to fulfill his mission. On the Calvary he went, healing people on the way because of his love for them. See, blood had to be paid, the lamb had to be slain, but he was sinless in perfection, so the grave it could not hold him. Resurrected in 3 days, ascended to the throne, kid. Seated at the right hand, interceding for the righteous who were only truly righteous because their faith is found in Christ, son. You don't have to go to hell, you can be reborn, dude. Beg God to conform you, let his word reform you. The blood of Jesus Christ, it has the power to transform you, spiritually anoint you, so lyrically I point you into the direction of the one who resurrected, who forever is perfected. Jesus. Yeah. AGB2G, Volume 2, Living Testimony. So let you know one thing. What? Love. He who dwells in the presence of the Most High shall abide in the secret place of El Shaddai. He who dwells in the
So, Manuel, or do you go by Living Testimony or Manuel?
Living Testimony.
Living Testimony, okay. So you just go Living for short?
Yeah,
Or?
you call me LT. People just call me LT.
Okay,
yeah.
LT. Okay, LT. So that, I mean, that was like a year or two ago yet, too. So that's old stuff.
Yeah. New stuff coming up is really good.
It's good stuff. But just to get a feel for people. So, I mean, so you went on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
How much did it cost you to do the stuff to go on there?
Kickstarter is absolutely free to start off. And
Wow.
Absolutely free. Absolutely free.
So, guys, you no money. How long did it take you to figure it out and do it all?
It took me about, maybe the later part of an evening, maybe like
Really?
3 hours before I went to sleep. Exactly. Yeah.
So at $3,000, you made $8,000 in 3
about 3
hours. I
hours,
mean,
yeah. I'm figuring
So
out how
could
to
you
work
do
it.
that? Robbing people that well?
I mean, yeah, I could have, but I probably wouldn't have spent it in jail. But yeah. So it's
Wow.
pretty simple, man. It's pretty simple.
Wow,
pretty
that's
simple.
amazing. So I mean, and you know technology, but you're not like a yuppie,
No way. Not at all. I know how to use
Facebooky
the
guy
internet.
or
That's
what?
it.
Yeah,
No way. Not by any means. I wish.
None of that
but-
stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
man.
just like that.
Yeah.
So what do you think stops other people like your age who are, they know they're doing wrong shit, and they
Yeah.
they just don't see the options or what?
Yeah, I think that sometimes, you don't see your potential. You know what I mean? Like, you really don't see your potential. You don't know that you can do things. In school, they tell you can be whatever you want when you grow up, but you kind of don't believe it coming out.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they say is go to college, ship
Right,
off
yeah,
to
yeah,
this,
right,
do
right,
that.
yeah,
So
right.
you're going to end up in a cubicle at 35 years
right.
old. Like, all right. So, okay, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think the first thing is that, have no fear. Have no fear. Do anything that's on your heart to do within the legal limits. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you have a dream to be a artist, if you have a dream to be anything, go for it. You know what I mean? I think fear is the number one thing that probably stops people from.
Oh,
going
that's
after
what
it,
stopped me. I mean, at your
Yeah.
age or even after, because I went in the military, I did all this
Oh, yeah.
stuff people told me to do,
Yeah, exactly.
And when I found out, I was like 25, 30, so when I started doing it, I was just so afraid of not being able to do anything.
Exactly.
And what helped me was failing. Once I failed, then I figured, nobody cares if you fail.
Yeah, true that.
I used to worry. Everybody's gonna worry. So if you get out, you got $8,000 now, so you're gonna do your thing.
Yeah.
And actually, what I saw on your site was that 2 of the people want you to come for a concert, right?
Yep. I'll be going to Louisiana.
Really? And where else?
Yeah, Louisiana, and I'm the second location I haven't got from yet for
Really?
that second person, but
So
the
nice.
first one's locked in. June 28th, I'll be in Louisiana, man.
Really? What? Will that be an open place? Or?
Yeah, it'll be. Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's more of a camp. Actually,
I see,
Yeah, I
right.
think it's more of a camp.
I see. Well, you'll be performing the weekend, so you're already a national known
Yeah,
hero
yeah.
and star and rap
Yeah.
singer. So is your genre? It's like Christian Christian rap, or what is it?
I mean, it's Christian hip hop. You know, I mean, it's Christian rap. You know, but with me, I try not to. I don't want anybody to put it in a box.
Yeah.
If you listen to my music, you'll understand that it's just it's me, and it's a message that's going out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's so raw and authentic. It's just my life. It's just you. It's just my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but the genre is Christian and hip hop, and at the end of the day, you know, God will get the glory. But it's pretty much authentic.
But you get the money.
if he wills that, then I'll take it. You know?
Well, put up 15, Eric. Number 15. This is how to find him. You know, LT. I think this was the same on Reverb Nation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's probably a good way. You want to listen to some of your music.
Get some free downloads on there.
Stuff like that. Follow him. They'll be out soon. He's still on Kickstarter, but the fundraising over. He's got too much money. Yeah. So his accountant said no more money.
Actually, you know, I'm actually putting out another Kickstarter because I recently found out about these two websites that I had no idea about. They're the top Christian hip hop, you know, things in the world. Wow. And they have promotion packages that I did not factor in, and I didn't know they were in there. So I will be putting out another Kickstarter today. Live a Testimony, wonderful. Beyond Belief, Rapzilla Promotion.
Rapzilla Promotion?
That's the website.
Rapzilla Promotion. Yeah. Okay, can you hang around? We'll talk to some other people together. Good. Mel, you still there? Let's put up number 20. This is Mel. Eric, 20. Mel, you there? Do they hear him out there? Mel, you hear me?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, great. Well, your website's up now, Mel. The Kickstarter stuff. And so your partner, Matt Danziger, you're Mel Metcalf, right? We haven't talked, but I talked to Matt earlier. And he gave you the duty today, huh?
He did. He's on baby duty.
He's got a baby. Well, this sounds like an incredible project. You're trying to raise 20 grand. You're 11,000 now. And I don't know if you heard the introduction when I introduced you was about how, you know, you guys believe that, you know, if we don't get our kids in healthy shape, man, we're going to be a terrible country because they're going to be fat, dying early. You know, they're going to be lethargic, won't be able to contribute, stuff like that. But what you've developed is so cool. I'm going to run the video from Kickstarter. Hold on, we'll watch that, and then we'll run 21. Yeah, because this...
You are what you eat.
Oh, hello there. You caught me in one of my favorite playgrounds, the kitchen. And if you help us get our show off the ground, this could be your kid's favorite playground too. At one point or another, every parent I know has trouble getting their kids to eat the right foods. Seems like the better it is for them, the more it's like kryptonite. Vegetables and new foods are a real chore. And sometimes even getting them to eat something they loved the week before can be impossible.
Yuck!
It's little wonder in moments of desperation we heed that siren call of convenient, pre-packaged foods. But once they get a taste for that kitty crack, they only have eyes for junk food. And you can forget about carrots. Science has proven those high-caloric, salty, sugary, fatty foods are addictive to the human brain. So no wonder 30% of the kids in the United States are now considered obese. 30%! And this problem is just going to keep on growing. The habits and traditions that we form as kids stick with us for the rest of our lives. So it's really important to set up the right path for our kids as far as food is concerned. That's why we've created You Are What You Eat, an innovative new television and web series where our kids teach your kids all about good nutrition. It's a sketch comedy show with lots of funny characters and zany songs and all the fart jokes you can imagine. Your kids may not listen to you when you're trying to get them to eat their broccoli, but after watching our show, they'll want to show you how amazing it is to eat tiny trees. They'll be having so much fun laughing and singing along, they won't even notice they're being taught great lessons in healthy eating habits. In order to get this project off the ground, we need your help. The writers, producers, musicians, and songwriters, and all the cast and crew have donated their time and efforts in order to produce the sizzle reel you'll see following this video. We've gotten amazing responses from everyone we've shown it to, and now we're in the process of forming a nonprofit corporation in order to secure the grant money needed to produce the episodes. To paraphrase Jamie Oliver, it's time for a food revolution. We Americans are losing touch with the food that we eat, and it's affecting our health. It's time to stop this downward spiral and start fresh with the next generation. I hope you'll donate to our project in order to improve the health and well-being of our entire population. After all, you are what you eat. Thanks for listening.
When you wake up in the morning and the sun is out and your tummy is a grumbling, can't stop thinking about from the top of your head to the toes on your feet. You are what you eat.
You Are What You Eat is an exciting new show for families that teaches kids all about food. It's hands-on instruction for all boys and girls, ages 4 to 40. That teaches how to shop, how to grow, how to handle, and of course, how to cook all kinds of foods. For safety's sake, parental participation is always encouraged, with humor that's easy for the whole family to swallow. You Are What You Eat never force-feeds kids information. With the help of a cast of zany characters, memorable songs, and comedic sketches, it shows kids creating their own meals is fun and easy.
I never knew.
Let's have it out. I've had a little modification done.
A little?
You can barely close your shell.
With humor designed to appeal to parents as well as kids. Even challenging scientific concepts in biology, chemistry, and nutrition are clearly explained. You Are What You Eat encourages healthy eating and leads by example. Its goal is to broaden palates by showing what people all over the world grow and eat, and empower kids with the knowledge that they can feed themselves or feed their entire family. Every episode will teach kids a new, delicious recipe they can cook with family and friends. It's a show that will bring families together over dinner. As the wise man said, the family that eats together stays together, and you truly are what you eat.
You can make your life taste sweet. Yeah!
Hi, Mel. Well, that's terrific. So I don't know if you saw the introduction, what I was talking about. I mean, you're one of the, what I call an everyday hero, man. I mean, you're trying to get money, to solve a problem, but for an issue that's bigger than yourself. So it must make you at least feel good about this stuff.
Definitely feel good about it. It really starts with, once you have a child and you realize if you tell them to do something, they'll do the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of trying not to get our kids to eat what they want, just show them where food comes from, cook with them, find food that they like, and then go back into the kitchen and find that recipe and make it. And I think when they know where their food comes from, they're in the garden and they're growing it and they're pulling it out of the ground, and they get to come in the kitchen and slice and dice and cook it. They just want to eat it. And it's not about whether it's good for them or not. That's not what we're teaching them. We're just showing them where food comes from and some good ingredients and some great recipes. And I think if we move in that direction without being heavy-handed and do it through comedy, maybe we can change some people.
Well, I mean, to me, I don't know. It seems that if you don't start eating that crap, I mean, the problem with crappy food is that it's addictive. It's like crack. It's crappy crack. So if you start with the good stuff, the other stuff will taste terrible.
Yeah.
Right. And kids need to learn. Say it's 3 o'clock and you're feeling run down, and all of a sudden you really think you need a candy bar or some sugar. And the truth is your body's actually asking for protein.
Yeah.
It's not asking for sugar. So if you have protein, it'll carry you through the day, the rest of the afternoon. And we want them to know that food is power. Food is brain power, it's body power, it's mind, body, and soul. And we need to line all those things up and get kids to think differently. And find the hero body that they can have.
Right. We all could be superheroes. Well, I mean, that's what's so neat about you being a superhero, man. You're helping kids to be superheroes. In the studio with me is Living Testimony, LT for short. Actually, he's a young hip-hop rapper who just got $8,000. I mean, he was a gangster before a couple of years ago, and now he's changing his life with Kickstarter to starting, rapping to show people about how to live their life better. So, what do you think of this food stuff, LT?
I think the food thing is awesome. I think I wish you guys were around when I was a kid, because I got some bad habits eating,
Yeah. LT's a big dude here too. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Well, we can always change. Just like Epste's done in his life.
Well, I was a fat kid too. I mean, everybody looks at me and they see Dachau or
skinny,
something.
man.
Yeah, right, I'm a skinny little rail now, but I run my ass off, every day, 4 or 5 hours. I keep doing it, but yeah, I still have those habits and have to fight it. It's like crack. It never goes away. Well, you guys are terrific.
Well,
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mel.
I was just going to say, like, it is LT, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Through music. We want to teach the kids through music as well. There's so much power in music.
Yep.
Whether it's your mind, body, or soul. If you're trying to teach the spirit, if you want to teach them about food, where food comes from, how we can empower them with protein and the right amino acids. I mean, it really needs to be a global issue. It is a global issue, whether people realize it or not. And it's got to start in the brown bag at school and spread from there. And we hope to do it through song and comedy. I mean, I think those are the two best.
Now, on Kickstarter, now people can still go to Kickstarter, right? You got about 8 days left, 9 days? How many more days?
Correct. We have 8 days left. We're trying to get 20,000, and we've raised 11,600.
Okay, so we got to get people to Kickstarter there. They go to Kickstarter, and you put in "You Are What You Eat," correct?
Correct.
Okay, and what kind of little bennies you get if you kick in something to help you guys get this nonprofit going?
Anything from a thank you to screen credit, a magnet.
Ooh, you get screen credit.
Hey, come on. Hey, everybody wants to be in a movie.
Oh,
star,
absolutely.
Right?
I remember sitting there always wishing my name was up there.
But we have aprons and all the way up to executive producer credit.
Executive producer credit. Wow. That's now you, Mel. I mean, I looked at some of your stuff. Now, if I got the right stuff, see, I mean, you have a little background maybe like LT. I don't know, but here I found something, an ad you did. Why don't you run 23 here? Yeah, I mean, this is. I know this is from your heart because I know you could make a lot more money doing something else. Run 23. This ad. Now let me know if it's 23. Yeah. Semantic. You do an ad for Semantic, Mel?
Semantics.
Yeah. No, Semantic.
Got a couple virus problems from spending a little bit too much time on the internet looking at naughty pictures? Semantic is here to save your ass. It'll wipe all those viruses right off your computer, and your wife will never know the better.
A little bit different genre than we're working on today.
So you don't deny it. Huh?
I like this cause better. I like the.
We all gotta eat. I thought that was a catchy ad. That's terrific. But I mean, what I'm trying to point out is that you have options in life, and so you could be doing stuff like that, make a lot more money or whatever. Instead, you choose to do this because it helps other people, and you're trying to raise money, not for some big Fortune 500 company or for you to get a fat paycheck. But for you to help other people, and that's what the money's about and what you're doing.
It's true. I work on good projects and I work on bad projects, just the way it is. And then one time, it was actually the first year I was teaching. I teach a filmmaking boot camp once a year, and it was teaching the first year and actually giving back that was. There's no feeling like it. There's no feeling like doing the right thing. There's no feeling like helping somebody. I had 14 kids in the first class, and I think I got through to 2 of them. And it made a huge difference for me realizing I need to do this more. And if I can find a way to get paid and do the right thing and give back, there's something to it.
Yeah, no, I believe.
And I know my partner Matt feels the same way.
Yeah, no, I spoke to him at length, and you guys. I mean, that's what this project is all about. That's why I want to encourage people. I got the Kickstarter page up again. Go down, take a look at that. The videos there, background of you guys. You're really talented guys out there in Hollywood. That's doing film and video, and here you want to dedicate your life to helping kids with your skills, and this is what life's about. Nothing's better than that. Well, you're great to have, Mel. I'm glad you're in my world. But I did like that other ad too. So Kickstarter, you are what you eat, right?
You are what you eat. It's right there in the title.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you again, Mel. Talk to you later.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Oh, I forgot. I have to hang up before I dial again. So what do you think of that, LT, huh?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good.
Aren't they nice?
I'll tell you one thing. I'm glad you didn't dig up any of my old stuff.
We all have skeletons. But I mean, that's all of us. We have good parts of us, bad parts of us. We're all like that. And I think what's important is, to encourage the good and do that. And sometimes you got to be mean because there are mean people out there, and you got to be mean back. And so that we have all of those things.
That was really good. You are what you eat.
Yeah. Whitney? Hi, you're there. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put you on. Hi, can you hear me, Whitney?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wonderful. Okay, Eric, put on 30. This is Whitney. Now, Whitney Franklin, and Whitney, LT is here. He's a rapper and hip-hop artist who was a gangster just a few years ago. He's only 22 years old, and he's changed his life through Kickstarter and doing, Christian rap. And he got $8,000 to do that. Yeah,
how you doing, Whitney?
He's one of our heroes today, like you are, and because you both are people who found free money to go out and solve problems that are bigger than you. It's not about me. You're out there in the world doing it. And so I have the Give Forward website up. And so if you go to Give Forward and search Dunleavy, you hear about your best friend, and give us a synopsis of what you've been doing.
Yeah, so my best friend Chan was diagnosed with cancer. She passed away earlier this year in March, but the medical bills have been astronomical. And so me and other friends have gotten together. We put together this website that's raised $55,000 for the Dunleavys. And in addition to that, we've also done projects like pub crawls, putting little houses in different kinds of stores in her hometown, and other ways like that to raise money for the family as well.
Wow. So now altogether you have about $100,000 or something you raised for them, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
That's
Now,
amazing.
when you started this, what did you think? I mean, did you think, you could raise anywhere near that? You think you'd raise anything? Would it be, what were your expectations?
No, I've been very shocked by people's kindness and generosity throughout the whole process.
Mm-hmm. And your friend Shannon, you've been friends since when?
Middle school.
Middle school. How old are you guys now? How old are you now?
28.
28. Wow, what a time to go. Well, I'm going to run a video about so people can see you. Why don't you run 32, Eric? Yeah. When we were talking...
So now you said before you found that, you were doing pub crawls and bake sales. How much were you raising doing that?
We actually did pretty well on the pub crawls.
No, I mean raise money, not drinking.
Yeah, no, we well, both. No,
Yeah.
we had a couple different fundraisers at the pub crawls and got a lot of people in the community, young adults as well, interested in those, and raised probably $2,000 to $5,000 at each event there.
No kidding. Well, that's nice. Well, that's a sizable thing. And so, what do you just send out on social media or whatever? We're gonna have a pub crawl. Bring your checkbook, and that's it.
Exactly. Yeah, we reached out to friends and family. We went to a couple of the bars in our local community and asked them if they could provide drink specials, and then just set it up as a pub crawl. Had people pay an admission fee, had everyone got T-shirts, and it was a great time.
I see. So in other words, you hook up with the bar and they get a discount on some kind of drink for the bar.
Yeah, you just ask them for a discount and they'll provide it. And then it really raises awareness for the issue that you're trying to raise awareness for.
Yeah, that's terrific. And how about bake sales? Where'd you do that? I mean, once I left school, I didn't know there were bake sales.
That was actually one of our friends, Munzen. She came up with the idea. She loves to bake, and she decided she was going to sell her goods. She went into her office at work and told them about the cause and sold a lot of baked goods there. Raised almost $2,000.
$2,000 at your office. That's all right.
Terrific, Whitney. Why don't you put 30 back on again, Eric, so we get that up so people know how they could help out if they want to. So, I mean, that's interesting to me, the pub crawl, because and LT shaking his head like he probably never thought of it. He's going to go out and start drinking again.
I don't even know what that is. Like, what? Pub crawl?
But isn't that a cool idea?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a party at a bar, and a bar will give you a discount because they want the traffic,
That's
right?
really nice of them. That's really nice of them.
Right.
They get the traffic, and you get the discount, and you charge, what, $20 at the door, something like that, or what?
Yeah, $20-$30 at the door.
Yeah. And you do it to your friends, so it's also a social thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of like bowling night or something, but we don't do that anymore, so we go and drink.
Exactly.
Yeah, but $100,000 for these people—that is just phenomenal. I mean, you are just, and actually, you know, I took a video that we talked about earlier, Whitney, about Shannon and what she talks about with the student loan, and this really moved me. Eric, can you put 33 on about this? Watch this video of this young woman, and you'll understand why we have to fix up how we pay for college in this country. And then go to giveforward.com and put in her last name, Dunleavy, and you'll see why we have to fix up healthcare in this country.
Going to college was the most financially irresponsible thing I've ever done. It forced me to sign a deal with the devil. And I took out $22,600 to get a 4-year degree. I got a job, and I got diagnosed with brain cancer. And I got brain surgery, and I eventually got healthy, and I kept waiting for my student loan to follow through on a promise. You see, I got a letter from them, and it said, "We understand your condition may present numerous challenges, and we're going to assure you that we're committed to helping you in any way we can." That was 3 years ago. They haven't been able to help me in any way. I looked into their hardship plans and their disability deferment plans, and for one reason or another, I was always ineligible. And that begs the question, if someone with brain cancer is ineligible for the hardship program, then who the hell is eligible for the hardship program? But it didn't matter, because I am their best client. I am their ideal client, because as time goes by, I'm racking up interest. My balance isn't going down. Last year I won $1,400 in interest that someday, somehow, I'm going to have to pay off. And I know that because I tried to declare bankruptcy. I waved the white flag. I said, brain cancer got in the way. I don't know what to do. Take everything I have. Let's start fresh. And I learned bankruptcy doesn't affect student loans. We've got a student loan debt crisis. You can listen to the millions of people that have problems like mine. There's no way out from under this thing. And they're taking the future of America, they're crushing them by the balls, and they're taking them for every penny they've got. Is this the best country in the world? Is this the best we've got? I don't think so.
Whitney, I talked about Sharon then passing away and on March 17, 2013, after her fight with brain cancer, and gave the Give Forward site again to help her family.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, when I see her too, how we lost such a wonderful person, you know, and such a smart lady too, and she's so articulate. Oh, it hurts.
We all miss her very, very much.
Yeah.
Very sorry for your loss, Whitney.
Oh, well, let's
Thank
get
you.
number 30 again. Eric, put that up. so we know that. And Whitney, thank you for your help and being there. And I'm glad I'm living in a country with you in it. Now, how do we get more people to be like you? You didn't know there was money out there to solve problems, and you just figured out and went and did it. And now that family is so much more better off because of you. No big organization, no big anything. And you did that. And that is, why can't we all do that? I feel so ashamed because I've never done something like that.
Anyone can do it. That site is so easy to use. So I recommend
the site, really?
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
What site is that, by the way?
Give Forward. Right.
Yeah, giveforward.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a fundraising coach that walks you through how to set everything up. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, okay, Whitney, thank you so much. And thanks for, making a positive out of all that bad stuff that's happening in your life and training other people, teaching other people about the good parts of our life, too. Thank you again. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Okay, take care. Wow, isn't she terrific?
Yeah, she's awesome.
I mean, that's right. You see it. There's a little lady out there in the middle of nowhere just saying, hey, this family needs $100,000. She doesn't have any money, but she figures out a way to do it. Now, why don't we have more people in the world doing that? Most of us just like sitting around and bitching and moaning about stuff. That's a lot easier, isn't it? But actually, it's not fun.
Yeah.
See, what
It takes work.
Yeah, it does, but It I don't know why people think they want it. Life is more fun when it's easy.
Yeah.
It's sort of like playing basketball against a 5-year-old. That's no fun,
Yeah.
right?
Good analogy. Definitely good analogy.
You don't want to do that. Well, we have one more lady here too. I hope she's around. If not, I'm going to run her video. Is she there? Mary's not there.
Come on, Mary.
Oh, Mary's not there. Well, here, I'm going to run you a video of Mary. Mary is the one, Mary Stomp. Now, what she did, get ready for 900. That's the video we'll run. Mary had these friends of hers who, the mom is dying of cancer, young kids. Dad lost his job.
Wow.
They're going to lose their house. They're going to go bankrupt in a couple months. And she went on this same site, too, Give Forward, and raised $50,000 for them already. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and she set up the website in 20 minutes.
$50,000.
Actually, in 10 minutes, that was all it is. Okay, run 900, and you'll see what Mary's all about. Well, Mary Stomp, hey, you're really an angel of mercy there. Helping people all over. I can't believe, though, what you're doing now for your friends. Liana and Chase Williams, is that their name?
That is.
Yeah, and boy, you've raised over $50,000 already for them? Or how close are you?
Well, I'm at 40,000. I need to raise another, my goal is to raise another 13,500.
Wow, that's terrific. And your friend, Liana, is suffering with lymphoma that doesn't look too hopeful for her?
Yeah, she's had a really tough, she's tried 3 different kinds of chemotherapy and all have failed. She was originally going to get a bone marrow transplant, but because she's not responding to the chemo, that's been canceled. So now she's going to be entering clinical.
My dog is moving my camera.
I locked mine out.
Okay, no. Actually, I'll just keep it in. That's more interesting. And so, go ahead. The story.
So she's now looking at clinical trials at Stanford.
Yeah. Wow. And you said her husband just lost her job?
Yeah. 4 days after they found out she had cancer, his company moved to Colorado, and so he lost his job. And they have 2 young children, a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old.
7 and 9 years old, lost his job. Mom's doesn't look. Okay, well, something wrong with that video. It's off sync, but I got another short one, 41. Let's run that. That will set up what she did. For what Mary did. And I don't know if you saw that, but my dog screwed up the camera, and I had to go fix that. And
that's why you go with the cat.
Right. He's chasing the cat.
Yeah, she's had a really tough, she's tried 3 different kinds of chemotherapy and all have failed. She was originally going to get a bone marrow transplant, but because she's not responding to the chemo, that's been canceled. So now she's going to be entering clinical.
My dog is moving my camera.
I locked mine out.
Okay, no. Actually, I'll just keep it in. That's more interesting. And so, go ahead. The story.
So she's now looking at clinical trials at Stanford.
Yeah. Wow. And you said her husband just lost her job?
Yeah. 4 days after they found out she had cancer, his company moved to Colorado, and so he lost his job. And they have 2 young children, a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old.
7 and 9 years old, lost his job. Mom's doesn't look, hopeful, and going to lose his home, going to go bankrupt and everything, huh?
Yeah, he predicted that he was going to go bankrupt by the end of May.
So you used it for the dog, right?
He used it for the dog.
The first time you used it, I mean, are you like a techie lady and have computers all over the house, or?
No, not at all. It's super easy. It took me literally like less than 10 minutes to set up Leanna's campaign.
Really?
Now, entering 2,000 emails took me a little longer, but you can actually import if you have the right programs, but I didn't, so I was importing from a different source.
So then, but setting up the web page itself about the offer, it just took you 20 minutes or something, huh?
Yeah, less than that.
Less than 20 minutes to do all that.
Yep.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Okay. Well, there we have her. Actually, Mary's on the line. We found her. Mary, can you hear us?
Good afternoon. I'm here.
Isn't it more? Oh, yes, it's afternoon there, too. She's out in California. Well, we just watched a little bit about, remember when we did the video interview of my dog? Yeah, okay. Wanted to get in this shot. But actually, also telling about how you were able to set up the site, for your friend Leanna, and it only took you 10 minutes to set up the website to be able to start getting money. Wow, 10 minutes and you get $50,000. Wow. Boy, I never
That's 10 minutes.
worked like that anywhere.
Well, I raised my goal to $75,000 because of some of her medical setbacks recently.
Wow.
So the campaign is going through the end of the month, and we're hoping that we meet that goal. Raise another about $30,000.
Wow. So you're going to the end of what month?
May 31st.
Okay, May 31st. So you're still on for May 31st, and you go on giveforward.com and you put in Leanna Williams. Actually, why don't you put in number 40? Put up that video. I mean that still again, Eric. Number 40. We'll have it up there so people can see. So why don't you explain the first time you found how to use this site, Give Forward, and what you did, because that's a wonderful story.
So the first time I found it was I was searching for a lost dog statue that somebody had stolen, and I came across this dog that had been hit by a car, and the owners were going to give it away because they couldn't afford the vet bills. So I raised $5,100 to complete strangers, and the dog is alive and well because of that.
So something you didn't know anything about beforehand, you never did it before, and you go up, put it on the website, and for people you didn't even know, right?
Right.
Wow.
And you get $5,400 for those people to keep the family together with the dog, huh?
You got it. That's exactly what I did.
Wow. Why doesn't everybody in the world do things like this, huh, Mary? Why?
That is such a good question. Why doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
Somebody gave me $1 today, and they said if everybody gave $1, then we would raise enough money for her. And I said, you're right. $1 is all it takes.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you think is the Is it just, the nature of people in general, or somebody, we're all just so lazy? I mean, why is it that someone, you don't have any more skills than LT and I do probably, and he's actually, he's a rapper here who 4 years ago, he was like, he was a gangster then, not doing too well, and he just raised $8,000 because he wants to do a CD, a rap,
Christian hip hop album.
Yeah, Christian hip hop album. So he changed his whole life around, and Kickstarter helped him do that. But you went out and found free money like he did, to help solve a problem that's bigger than you.
Yeah. You know what? Anybody can do it.
Anybody
it's so easy, and you just have to believe that you can do it, and you have to, you have to follow up when people give donations. You have to thank them right away, and it's amazing how it works. And it's the society we live in. They want quick and easy, and you can donate in like 5 seconds. So that's the way to do it.
But you say that it's quick and easy, but also what I see it as, I always think of the downside. I mean, it also seems to me that who cares if you fail? It didn't cost you anything, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so you're not investing money. You're just investing some time to put up the site and all the other stuff, right?
Absolutely. Although, for me, failure isn't an option.
I like that.
That's terrific. Gosh, I mean, was your family like this, or where does this come from in you?
I don't know where it comes from. It's just something inherent in me that has always wanted to help other people. So that's what I do.
I think you're just very selfish, Mary.
Yeah.
And here's
I am. I get more out of it.
Absolutely,
than I give, so
absolutely. That's how I feel about giving. Giving is sort of like the most selfish thing to do in life because it feels so great.
That's so true.
So it's a selfish thing. That's why I hate not accepting gifts. I used to not take gifts. I was proud, but then I'm depriving that person of the joy because they
better to give than to receive.
Yeah, all right. So that's it. So you're just another selfish, greedy American, aren't you? Huh?
That's true. Very true.
Wow. So but the family, they just must be in terrible pain right now, huh?
But this one little piece of it, the financial burden of, not knowing how they're going to make their next mortgage payment or feed their kids is off the table now. So they can focus on her treatment and recovery.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's terrific. You're right, because I would think, I can't because I'm not in the situation, but boy, that's any problem I go through, how am I going to live? What am I going to do? So if you got that basic living stuff off.
One less thing to worry about.
Yeah. That's so nice. Well, that's wonderful. Well, Mary, then we got to get everybody to go to giveforward.com, right? And search for Leanna Williams. Right. She's the lady that you're trying to help. And you're
every dollar helps.
Every single penny. Right. It does. We do lattes for what? $3 now, $5. And by the way, I was just out in San Francisco. You got the best coffee in the world out there. But it's wonderful. Well, thank you for being around, Mary, and thank you for sharing your heart with other people and helping. And I hope we encourage other people to solve other problems we have. We got a world full of problems, boy.
Ain't lying.
Well, thank you, Mary. Talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's our hero day. There's the cape. And I should be giving capes out to these 4 people because I'm not as big a hero as they are. So they're the heroes in life. People who went out there and found free money to solve problems that are bigger than themselves. They create money out of nothing, and the rest of us just create excuses why we can't do it. Don't act like that. See you next week.